Welcome to Book Jobs Daily, the show where local business owners find the money hiding in missed calls, slow follow-up, weak reviews, and messy systems. I'm Star Riley, and each day we break down one local revenue leak, one simple AI-powered fix, and one action you can use to book more jobs. Today, we are fixing one leak that could be costing you real money.
A customer says, yes, let's do it. You send the deposit request. Then nothing. No payment. No confirmed date. Just a quiet gap where a booked job was supposed to be. Before you decide that customer changed their mind, check the handoff. The link may be buried. The amount may be unclear. The payment page may fail on a phone. Or the customer may have no idea what paying actually secures. That is the gap we are fixing today. The tiny barriers between yes and paid.
Welcome to Booked Jobs Daily. I'm Star Riley, founder of MyUSALocal.com, and this is your daily show for local business growth, practical AI, and revenue systems that help turn missed leads into booked jobs. Today's revenue leak is deposit friction. The main idea is simple. Do not treat an unpaid deposit as a sales problem until you have audited the handoff. A customer may already want the work. They may simply be stuck on the next step. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to walk through that handoff the way a customer experiences it. We'll look at 5 questions. Is the next action obvious? Is the amount and payment method clear? Does the process work on a phone? Were the deposit rules explained early enough? And does the customer know what happens after payment? You can test all 5 without buying new software, changing your prices, or turning into the kind of business that sends a reminder every 2 hours. Let's put a real shape around this. Maya runs a small residential plumbing company. She knows her work, her reviews are strong, and customers often approve estimates during the visit. On a Monday morning, she has 4 approved jobs that are not scheduled because the deposits have not arrived. Her first thought is predictable. I need more follow-up. Maybe you have had that thought too. Maybe you have looked at an unpaid estimate and assumed the customer was comparing prices or losing interest. Maya calls the first customer. The customer says, I'm still interested. I thought I had already paid. Maya checks the record. The customer had completed an approval form, but the payment page never opened. The second customer says the link was in an email thread they could not find. The third says, I was waiting to hear how much I was supposed to pay. And the fourth says, I wanted to make sure the date was really available before I sent anything. Maya did not have 4 separate demand problems. She had one handoff problem showing up 4 different ways. Customers had said yes, but the business had made the next 3 minutes harder than they needed to be. That is why the audit starts with the exact message you send after approval. Open it now if you can. Read it as if you are the customer, not the owner who already knows how everything works. Can you tell what to do next in 5 seconds? If the message contains the estimate, terms, attachments, office hours, several phone numbers, and one payment button hiding halfway down the page, the customer has to interpret the process. Busy customers do not do detective work for fun. Give them one primary action. Then answer the questions that action creates. A useful message sounds like this. Thanks for approving the work. To reserve your service date, please pay the deposit of $300 using the secure link below. Once payment is received, we will confirm your appointment and send the preparation details. If you have trouble with the link, reply here and we will help. That message tells the customer what is happening, what amount is due, and what comes next. It does not create pressure. It removes guessing. Now, separate 2 problems that often get blended together. The first is a missing next action. The customer does not know where to begin. The second is unclear payment information. They do not know the amount, the available method, or whether the request is connected to the job they approved. Put the job description, exact deposit, and payment option close together. If you accept cards, checks, or bank transfers, say so plainly. Let customers choose from the options you genuinely support. You might be thinking, my customers can just call the office. They can, and some will. Human help matters. But every extra call is another chance for the job to sit in limbo, especially when your team is already moving between appointments. The goal is not to remove human help. It is to make help the backup, not the only path. Then test the process on a phone. Use the device and connection your customers are likely to use. Open the message without any explanation. Can you find the link? Does it open? Can you tell which business sent it? Is the amount visible? Are you forced to create an account? Are there fields that make you wonder why they are required? Does the page load normally on cellular service? If a willing customer has to ask where to click, the process is asking too much. Maya tried this herself and found 2 small failures. One link redirected customers to an expired page. Another form required a field her team did not need. Neither issue looked serious from inside the office. From the customer's side, both could stop payment completely. If your platform has technical limits, work with what it can do. Offer a clear alternative and give the customer a simple way to reach a person. Do not hide the limitation behind vague instructions. There is another kind of friction that has nothing to do with buttons. It is surprise. If you need a deposit to order materials, reserve a crew, or hold a date, explain that during the estimate conversation and repeat it in writing. Tell the customer the amount, when it is due, and what your cancellation or rescheduling policy actually says. A clear policy protects both sides. A surprise policy makes the customer wonder what else they have not been told. Plain language might sound like this. A deposit of $300 is required to reserve the date and order the materials. The remaining balance is due when the work is complete. If you need to change the appointment, please contact us at least 48 hours ahead so we can review the options. Adjust that to match your real policy. Do not use a deposit message to manufacture panic. Use it to make the agreement accurate. The final question is what payment secures. This is where many customers hesitate, even when they trust the business. Does payment reserve a specific date? Does it place them in a scheduling queue? Does it trigger a call from your office? If the answer is unclear, payment can feel like sending money into a fog. Promise only what your team can deliver. You might say, once the deposit is received, we will confirm your service date within 1 business day. Or, your appointment is held when the deposit is paid, and you will receive confirmation by text. Maya put all of this into one simple customer path. The approval message named the job, the payment action sat near the top, the deposit amount was visible, the policy had already been discussed, and the customer knew exactly when confirmation would arrive. She tested the path with a friend who had never seen it before. The friend found the link, understood the amount, completed the payment, and asked only one question. When will I get the confirmation? That was a useful question. It meant the process is nearly clear, and Maya could answer it directly. You can run that same test in 5 minutes. Give someone the exact message you send after approval. Do not explain it first. Watch what they do. Can they identify the job? Can they find the amount? Can they locate the payment option? Can they tell what happens after paying? Do not rescue them too quickly. Their questions reveal where a real customer may quietly stall. Keep a one-screen record for each approved job. Include the approved scope, deposit amount, payment link or instructions, the scheduling expectation, and the next follow-up time. That is enough to prevent the common confusion where the customer thinks everything is complete while your team is waiting for one missing step. The record is not there to create more administration. It is there to make the handoff visible. Once a week, look at approved to paid conversion. Compare the number of jobs customers approved with the number that received a deposit during the same period. Track how long approval to payment takes, too. You do not need a perfect dashboard. A spreadsheet is fine. If the same amount of work is being approved but deposits arrive faster, your process is improving. If the numbers are weak, do not blame the price first. Walk the path. So here is your move today. Find one recently approved job that has not been paid. Read the message from the customer's point of view. If the next action is not obvious in 5 seconds, rewrite it. Put the payment option near the top. State the amount. Explain what happens after payment. Then send the clearer version and make it easy for the customer to ask for help. You are not lowering your price. You are not adding pressure. You are making it easier for someone who already chose you to finish choosing you. A customer saying yes is not the finish line. It is the moment when your process needs to become especially clear.
Check the next action. Check the amount and payment options. Check the phone experience. Check whether the deposit policy was visible early. Check what payment secures and when confirmation arrives. 5 small checks can recover approved work without generating another lead, offering another discount, or chasing people endlessly.
Before you go, join the Booked Jobs daily email list for practical AI workflows, customer messages, and simple checklists you can use in your business. And if you want help finding the leaks in your own follow-up and payment process, book an AI opportunity audit. We will uncover the friction, show you the systems, and help you turn more approved work into paid, scheduled jobs. I'm Star Riley. Thanks for listening to Booked Jobs Daily.